I don't know who this person is, but um, what's going on, y'all? Shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Hmm. I appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, none of this would be possible. I'm looking for my. It's going to be all right. I'll clean my camera off, but forget it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the likes, all the shares, and all the comments. You guys are spreading the channel. Man, we are just inching closer to 2,000. I feel like it's just growing faster and faster, so we might get to the destination of 10K by New Year's Day. So let's keep it going. I appreciate all the shares on Facebook. I appreciate all the shares, period. On the phones, I can tell that you guys are sharing on your phones and stuff, your Androids and stuff. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That being said, you guys pour into me, me pour into you guys with this dope ass video. Okay? Let's chop it up. It really goes without needing to be said, but narcissists do not take accountability. And at most, you might get one to admit to shared accountability or shared responsibility, right? Get my notepad over here. That's about the best you're gonna get. Okay? Now, you're probably asking yourself, what the hell is shared responsibility? It's not a thing. It's just something that the narc needs to be able to admit to possibly being somewhat wrong. There cannot be that they're completely wrong. They gotta be, well, I'll admit that I did that, but you gotta admit that, you kind of wanted me to. You read minds now? If they can literally live in this alternate reality and then, and that's cool, do what you gotta do, but it's when they try to drag you into it and you're firmly planted in reality, both feet. So when they bring this alternate reality to you, and listen, I hate to say this, and I feel like I'm being the bearer of bad news here, but these narcissists are running around on the internet. I don't know if this is, maybe it's just me, but they're running around on the internet, impersonating, people that are dealing with, and look, maybe they are people that did have a narc, but maybe it was a covert narc and an overt or something, like, I don't know. But these people are showing me, these women are showing me signs of narcissism, and they're trying to come off like they're victims, and it's like, no, you're a whole predator. So I cannot agree with that. You know what I mean? Like, and when I say these things, I mean it in like the most civilized sense of the word predator. I mean like stalker. Like, I mean, they'll find you, and then when you don't move like they want you to move, then they start showing their real narcissism. Like, I mean like that. So it's like, it's not like you went and found them in a club or something. No, they found you on your social media and started developing these ideas in their head about who you are and who you are to them, and possibly a relationship that they have in their head between the two of you guys based off of just watching your videos. At the least, they think that they know who you are based off your videos. And, this needs to be said. Look, you cannot figure me out based off some videos, man. Like, I am putting out content for everybody out there who's dealing with narcissism. Like, not like to be dating women or nothing like that, or trying to be cute, or trying to insinuate. I'm not doing none of that stuff. I'm putting this stuff out for awareness, and my time ain't free, so what I mean, I'm also trying to get monetized, you know what I'm saying, but my time ain't free. I'm putting out some dope ass shit. I'm not sitting around here just like putting out some goofy workout stuff, you know what I mean. I'm putting some thought into this stuff, so want to monetize it. And I think that everybody should try to monetize their life. That's my philosophy to my friends when they talk to me. You know, that's why I tell them LLC up. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop calling me, LLC up first, and then let's go ahead and make this a business dinner or whatever, tax write-off. Stop playing around with this kind of stuff, man. Just grow up. You know what I mean? So my time is money. Money is time. All you have is time. You running out of it, man. People just sit here and just like waste days and years, and you get old and it's gone, man. I'm not going to sit here and waste any time. So what it's seeming like to me is there's some narcissism running rampant, and I don't know if they're just running around looking for victims, or they might actually think because the person they're with was a bigger narc than them. But you need to understand, like, if you're running around like forcing your opinion on people, and you know, using all these different, you know, shaming, gaslighting, you know, projection, deflecting tactics of narcissism, how are you coming off like an innocent person? You know, like, I mean, at the least you just somebody likes to argue a lot, but well, I'm just saying, like, how are you coming off like an innocent person if you're, you know, you're projecting, you're deflecting, you're disappearing, you're, you know, can't have a conversation with you without you trying to bring up old conversations that have nothing to do or not relevant with what's going on right now, so you just don't have to prove, you know, or, you know, disprove whatever I'm saying. You just, you know, get to bring up some other old stuff to try to bring into the conversation. It's just too much, man. And I don't fall for like manipulative tactics like that. It don't work. You know, so then you're gonna be stuck in a situation where I'm just gonna be like, I'm not even gonna answer that. You know, you're just trying to gaslight or shame me into whatever. Man, I'm a grown person. You know, like, look, I'm fresh out of a relationship with a narcissist that like was living with me. So when I can tell that someone's trying to lock me down, I just get a little bit defensive. You know, like, I can tell when someone's making moves to lock me down, and I don't want to be locked down. That's why I'm not dealing with my ex. Like, if I wanted to be locked down and feel like a prisoner, I'd have just let her cheat on me and come back. Like, why in the hell would I want to feel like a prisoner with somebody new? And that's all that I'm trying to do. And when I speak to people, I'm like testing them, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. But when I'm like telling you, like, oh, I got to make videos and I take this stuff serious, like, whether I'm monetized or not, you know, like, this is how I'm going to take care of my son. So when I make it about taking care of my son, it's serious to me. And when, you know, that person will still try to speak to you on the phone for long periods of time, you know what I'm saying, and take your time for granted, or possibly more than likely just wanting to feel like, well, you know, he's talking to me, he ain't talking to nobody else, and I'm taking, like, that's even more devious, you know what I'm saying? Diabolical. So you got to kind of just, it's running rampant out here, because here's my thing, right? I have been told a lot, I've been called a narc, obviously, you know. Hell, you can't be a man, you know, without being called that nowadays. But, you know, I've been called a whole lot of different things, man. You know what I'm saying? I got actual notes on this. That's for the next video. That's for the next one. Getting ahead of myself. Oh, I gotta bring that up for sure. Yeah, I know I had notes on this. You know what I'm saying? And it's running long, so I'm gonna go ahead and just skip that and go right to the notes. Hey, look, you know, when you're speaking to these narcs, man, when it's about shared blame, you know, the reason why they can pull the shared blame, they're literally sitting there during the conversation, and they're really, this brings up the earlier video, they're really just sitting there listening to react, man. So you're not talking to somebody like a normal person would, you know what I'm saying? Like, listening to you and trying to be helpful to you. You're listening to this psycho, excuse me, you know, just using a slang term, the psycho that's sitting there waiting for you to say the wrong word and be like, I got you. Hey, you just said that. And what you just said contradicts what you said earlier. And it's just like, it doesn't really, you know, but why are you sitting there looking for a catchword or catchphrase to make me feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a liar or something, having a regular conversation. You know, like now I feel like you're just sitting there listening to me talk, and you're like memorizing things. You gotta like make me seem like a hypocrite or something later. It's not conversation. Listen, when I talk to my brother, it's like my brother and my friend. It's smooth. It's like no problems, no issues, no problems. Good conversation. You know, I don't have to worry about like, I don't know, like feel some type of way. When I talk to my homegirl, same thing. You know, smooth conversation. You know what I mean? Probably learn something by the end of the conversation. You know what I mean? But very respectful. But like these narcissists, man, it's like they come to you, and then after coming to you, they gaslight, shame, and do everything they can. This is narcissism 101, right? To break you down so you feel like you need them. You know what I'm saying? So they got to break you down some type of way. You know what I mean? So they're going to break you down one way or another, you know, and it's going to be shaming it's weird stuff. And nowadays they're doing it right out the gate. I think there's a love bombing phase. What's the love bombing phase now? Like 3 days? What's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, this stuff is so wild. You know, all you have to really do to catch a narc nowadays when you're dating, you know, or whatever you're trying to figure out, is just like hold off from giving them attention. Just hold back from giving them attention just a little bit. Once you hold back from giving them the attention, man, that whole mask slides off. You be dealing with a whole monster. You be like, what's man, like a whole different person. And I mean, it's like almost like you meet a person and within hours you're starting to see the mask slip. Like, man, being through with my ex, man, like I learned some stuff. Because these streets are rough nowadays, man. You got to know a little bit to be out here. You got to be either automatically, you know what I'm saying, street smart, or you got, I hate to say it, you might have to get with a narc or two. Learn the hard way. Otherwise, man, you cannot be out here like that. You get manipulated right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? You got to be really careful with things. You got to be really careful with people. You know? They'll come in one way, and then they'll turn right around and use everything you say against you. And then, you know what I'm saying, if you're in a situation like me, then they'll use everything that you have going on in your life against you and think it's cute. You know? You know what I'm saying? Be watching you from a distance, thinking all this stuff is cute. You know, you can't really do it with them because they don't really have their life up there exposed like that. They really don't know how powerful you are, though. They really don't. You can sit there and watch me. You can stare at me right in my eyes. I could be knowing I got a narc hater on the other end right now hate watching me. And I'm going to smile right here in your face with my notes handy. Whole war veteran. You guys got to understand. I've been through way worse. You know, a few people that think they know a little bit and want to feel like they're strong and want to come. Man, please. You got to remember whose platform you came on to be a narc to. So you can't pull them stunts on me, man. You know, it's not just me and you arguing on somebody else's platform. I put this thing together. You know what I'm saying? And I got it full of people that are trying to heal. And when someone's not trying to heal and when they're just trying to cause problems, they're going to stand out like a red thumb. Let it be known. You know what I'm saying? What else we got here? What else? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's never complete accountability for anything. And when their accountability is forced upon them in their face, they'll just run. They always got that backup plan. Just, well, you know, I'll just exit stage left at this point. I'm not going to get any supply or anything. And you got to just, you know, and at that point, you done gave them some kind of supply. You know, by that point, you might be arguing with them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know, but they done gotten some supply off of you some way or another. You know what I mean? And it, you know, if you let them get to you, if you're just feeding into your shadow a little bit, it's fine. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're not walking away from it like hurt or upset, man, because truth be told, whenever you're on the level that we are, whenever they expose themselves, just let them go. Hey, I appreciate you. See? But like whenever, you know what I'm saying, devil try to show up, gotta put somebody right in place, you know what I'm saying, to be like, hey, I appreciate you. Salute to you. I appreciate you. You said JROTC? There we go. You know what I'm saying? You was in it. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying? You was in there. But I mean, you gotta just like stay focused. And I'll tell you something else. Like with my ex or whoever that be like, you know what I'm saying, gang stalking, watching me, you really just helping me out with the views. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? You might be feeling like you're getting over on something, but you're also helping me out a little bit too. See, I'm just monetizing my life. You know, it's a little move you got to make sometimes. You know, just monetizing my life. That's it. You know, what else we got here? I can't say that. I can't say that. I got a little carried away on my notes here, man. I must have been upset when I wrote them. I can't say some of this stuff, okay? I can't do it. I can't do it. But listen, you get the gist of it, right? You know, we're going to just chop it up, this part of it, right? You get the gist of it. You know, whenever you're, you know, doing whatever you do, whenever you're living your little life, you allow whoever you allow in your life. If it doesn't work out, you know what I'm saying? Let it go. There's no such thing as like shared blame whenever you're trying to get somebody to admit to whatever they possibly did or you feel like they did wrong to you. If they don't know how to take full responsibility for that, man, whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see that, you realize, well, you know, I'm just not trying to be arguing with somebody, you know? Because it's really just a way to lure you into arguments, man. And you just don't want to argue because you're in another reality at this point, you know? Especially if it's a situation where the narcissist initiated something and then, you know, for whatever reason, I mean, you know, you just throw hypothetical out there. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you know what I'm saying, you're a content creator and, you know, some narcissist hits you up randomly on your social media and then, you know, you guys start talking or something. And then this narcissist decides they want to take things a little bit further, you know, have a little juicy talk, a little or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking dirty. It's, you know what I'm saying? You got that late night, you know, quiet storm, you know, sexy voice. Anyway, you know what I mean? You're doing that, talking, chatting it up, whatever. And then, you know, you got to do some things and you get busy. And next thing you know it, like, you get in touch with this person, they get in touch with you, and they got an attitude. And you're just like, well, what's going on? And they're like, oh, nothing, such didn't work out. But you can feel the energy. You know that it's directed towards you. But this is a brand new type of situation. You haven't been doing it very long at all. But see, what's happened is you're on social media and the narcissist has already been watching your social media and has developed a relationship for you that you don't know nothing about. So they feel like they might be like a month or so or longer deep, and you feel like it's only been like a week. They feel like it's way further down the road than that because they've been watching you. You have no idea they've been watching you. You know what I'm saying? So you're just like, okay, you know, well, you know, we're not getting along that very well. Let's just cut it. Man, listen, you shouldn't be arguing with anybody that you barely know. You shouldn't really be arguing with anybody, period. And the only way you can argue with somebody is if you let somebody lure you into an argument, and you can easily be lured into an argument. It's not hard to be lured into an argument. You can feel the energy, and they don't even have to tell you that it's directed towards you. You know, it's something else too. Whenever, I don't know if it's just something that, you know, when you're blessed, they literally tell you what they're mad about right in the middle of them talking. They'll like let it slip out while they're mad at you. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, wait a minute, you just said I knew you're mad at me about something. You know, but they can't really say that they're mad at you because it'll seem nonsensical. It's like, what could you be mad about? You initiated it. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, when you do what I'm doing right now, and you just take a seat back, or a step back, and just like take a seat and just take some, like, just stop having sex. So you don't have to worry about none of that happening with you. Whenever something like this pops up, it's easy to point out which one was in the wrong. But see, a lot of guys are running around, and some ladies, in their lower chakra, and they're just like horny, but that narcissist gonna lure you in with that love bombing, and then they'll throw it right back in your face. And you're like, wait a minute, but you initiated it. Then that narcissist might say like, well, I initiated it, but you wanted to do it too. And then it's like shared blame. Well, wait a minute. How did that happen? Only one of us can initiate something. So you're telling me you read my mind And you're telling me that you knew that I wanted you to initiate this sexy conversation. Shared blame. Shared blame. You know what I'm saying? So you just be like, you know what I mean? You're just like, that's not reality. The reality is one person can initiate something and the other person didn't. So if listen, and then the narc might like not only initiate it, lure you in, initiate the sexy conversation, and then whenever things aren't going right, then throw it in your face about the sexy conversation. I gave you a sexy conversation and now you're already acting up, and you're just like, well, come on now. That's not the case. Not at all. You know what I mean? And they'll just like, you know, start narking off. You know what I mean? Start narking off. You know, when you start bringing that reality to them, they just start like, man, gaslighting, the shaming language. Man, it's, I'm telling y'all right now, man. If you know you're dealing with a narc, just, if you can, roll out. If you can't, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? But if you're brand new and you're just out there like having a good time, dating or whatever, or thinking about dating, man, if somebody starts showing you signs of narcissism, you just gotta, like, you know, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it go. Let it roll. You know? And when they try to do the discard thing or whatever, man, who cares? Who cares, man? Like, okay. All right. I'm gonna be just focusing on making my videos and, you know what I'm saying, you know, doing what I gotta do. Like, these people be thinking that they're more important than what they are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They might even say something crazy on the way out the door, like, you know, delete my pictures and videos. Fool, I already did. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's talk about that stuff, man? No one's concerned with none of that stuff. Let's just go, you know, go your separate way. I go my separate way. Don't start in drama. Like, listen, when they start drama early in it, just get quiet. Hell, if you get quiet on the phone with them or whatever while they're narking off, bro, they'll literally just like, they'll dump themselves, man. They'll dump themselves. They'll dump themselves. You just don't say nothing. They'll just be like, you ain't gonna say nothing? So, I guess I'm just gonna end the conversation. And you're like, nah, I guess, I mean, you know? And they'll be like, you know what? I'm done. And it goes, like, you know, they'll just end everything, you know what I mean? Like, and then find a reason to hang up on you, you know what I mean? They'll find a reason to hang up on your ass, boy. Like, and you know they're gonna find a reason to hang up. But what I like to do is, I'll like tell them, like, I know you're gonna find a reason to hang up on me. I'm not gonna hang up on you. Well, okay, all right. And they just going off, and you get quiet, you know what I'm saying? And you're just like, and then they'll be like, all right, well, you know, I did everything I could, but it's like, you know, and I'll find a reason to hang up. And you're just like, okay, all right, fine, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. But, you know what I mean? Look, I got another video I gotta jump to, y'all, or whatever I'm gonna do with it, you know, because I got a pre-record I gotta drop too. I got a pre-record that's like real dense on this subject, you know. I'm just like kind of just, you know, fine-tuning a little bit or whatever. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna come back and, you know, chop it up with you guys in the next video. Remember, if you like the video, subscribe. If you don't like the video, hit the like button regardless. It's free, y'all. I mean, when you hit the like button, it spreads me through the algorithm. Helps us grow. It helps us, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, reach a whole new audience, maybe overseas, maybe the East Coast or something might get some information, you know, but the West Coast are holding me down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I love y'all. But shout out to my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. Wasn't it for you guys, none of this would be possible. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And don't miss any more. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss any of these live streams. I got another one coming, y'all. And I'm dropping them back to back to back to back. This is serious, man. Like, you know, we're doing it over here. And, you know, and it gets juicier and juicier. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Salute. You know, all of those that support veterans, go out of their way to cause drama for veterans, that just treat veterans like there's another person that didn't go to Iraq twice or whatever, didn't serve their country, didn't do anything like that. Shout out to all of y'all. You know, anybody else that do cause problems for veterans and just treat veterans like they're nothing and cause problems for veterans on their platform, go fuck yourself.